So this is going to be a really short video about how to edit and personalize your outlines to work for you and your writing style. So if you click on the link below, it'll actually bring you to a sample outline that I have filled out for this assignment. So you won't be able to edit it, but you can take a look just to get an idea of kind of what your outline is eventually going to look like. So that's the outline that I'm going to be working with today in this video. So this is my sample outline, and as you can see, there are lots of different ways to edit and personalize. So the ones I'm going to focus on today are first the font. So you can change the font, you can change the font size, you can bold, underline, italicize, and then you can also highlight, which is going to be really helpful. So the first thing I did when I was filling out my outline is actually moved around the paragraphs to different pages. So you can see here that each of the paragraphs has their own page, and body paragraph 3 hadn't been moved yet. So all I did was just move that down so that it's on its own page. And this just made it easier for me to kind of wrap my head around because all the ideas were on the same page for each of the paragraphs. Two tools that I like to use a lot with my outlines are the embolden tool and then the highlight tool. So I do like to go through and make sure that all the titles are bold, just because I think it looks a lot cleaner. And then another thing that I'll do is I'll go through and highlight sections that I'm working on or that I want to remember. And this can be really helpful if you plan to go back later to edit something so you don't forget. So all the previous tools that I mentioned are completely optional and just based off your preferences, but one thing that I do want you to do before you turn your outline to me is actually go through and make sure that you separate the headings and then your words into different lines, and this just makes it so much easier for me to read, as you can see here. So just make sure that you go through and kind of separate it out so that when I'm looking at your outline, I can read it really clearly. So those are just a couple of the tools that you can use to personalize your outline. So feel free to kind of play around with some of the different options and make your outline one that works for you.